Hi, this is Ishio, and welcome back to Beacon Pines. We are starting to hit on quite a few dead ends here, and it looks like we need to check out another branch of our story. We got cornered by the clipboards, I think they're referred to as, but it looks like that we can go back to our very first ending where we failed. But yeah, let's go back to the Warehouse of Horrors and now our struggles. So we're investigating on our own, and the guy comes out in like the hazmat suit, and then we got captured and that was a bad time. But maybe this time we can struggle. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Okay, so we escaped this time. It's not a game over, but we need to find out if everybody else is still okay. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So, that's all need to get delivered into town today? Okay. So, what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Okay, deliver jam to Mr. Tolliver. And the other for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Cool, I got a couple missions. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Okay. Isn't Mr. Nuncreed the one who's got the hots for our grandma? He's a creepy dude. And yeah, he's given us game over before now. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day's still young. Okay, we got ourselves a little mission. But I am conscious that there's things that I need to do. I've got no more backup. So, no, not this. Not this. Go back. Go back. So if I look at my inventory, they're my missions. It's these. I need many more of these. Because if I hit a dead end, I'm going to have to search multiple routes to try and find the access that I need to get these other endings. So I'm going to have to check everything. Hello? Oh, is that just a pat on the head? Yes, that's fine. So I'm going to be a little more careful, a little more thorough. But yeah, we got left on our own on this route, didn't we? Oh, Grandma. She on the phone? Who's she dialing? Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Grandma's not telling us everything. Oh, is this the stuff we need to deliver? Oh no, it's been a while since I played this game. I've taken a break. And now it's just me struggling with these controls. So I just gotta carry these around town like this now. Can I still not go into my parents' bedroom upstairs? I'm sure that there are secrets in there. No, locked. And over here is the cupboard. Locked. But it's strange that Grandma shares the room with us. I'm sure that she could find another room. Maybe the parents' bedroom or something. But never mind. Never mind. We'll go out. And Rolo should be safe in this route because he didn't come with us. There he is. Okay. I'm sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was that? Was it aliens? I knew it'd be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing to me. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Alright, we gotta deliver this jam, and then we can catch up with Rolo. But I'm always checking, just in case something new shows up. But yeah, we gotta deliver this jam to two friends and a creepy guy. This is our mission for today. I still can't go this way. It totally looks like a path, but no, straight into town. Anyone around? Hello? Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here, and they've gone missing? I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everybody has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. I've not stepped on none. It's weird that they're gone, though. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Okay, I'll try not to step on stuff. Oh, is there another mission we can do? Do you think jam would make good bait? I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. So, can I do another mission? No, I've got everything. Still, none of this. None of this.
Luca gentled first.
So, that's no good. But, as I collect more and more things, I can keep having a look at that. This is mission control. This is for later. So here's this guy sleeping. You can tell those jerks it doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Okay, he's sticking to his guns, but is there anything here that I can collect? Anything in the trash? Nope. Just walking through town. Have I been to the town hall before? I don't believe I have. Okay, hey, how's it going? No, not talking today? Fine, be that way. Around the back of the coffee shop, all kinds of people. Hello? No one's talking. What about the person reading their book? Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts, everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Okay. Hey, Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat?
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in the town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous... If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression the conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Don't threaten her, dude. That ain't cool. That was awkward. Hey. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca. What's up? They got you on jam delivery, huh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. So we've met her on the other path of the story, but not on this version. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Heiress Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. That's interesting. So she's going to get the scoop on the both sides. Oh, here's the diner. Hello. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that... Oh, okay, I'll come back. Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor, or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. Sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it will be great. Cool. And anything that I can grab or rustle up in the meantime? But this is a jam delivery, so this is the good thing that I'm doing. Well, if it isn't my favourite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron, taking orders. Oh, the whole situation just breaks my heart with what happened with Eleanor. Okay, we got a new thing, break. I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh, yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Oh, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello from me, Luca. Will do. That's it, one job done. Anything else that I can swipe, or take, or discuss? Nope, I think we're good. One jam delivery done. So, hang on, remind me, who am I delivering to? Mr. Nuncreed. Who's that again? I've forgotten. Who dat? Hey, hey, hey. How'd you keep the ice cream cold? Ice? Where'd you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Okay.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Ah,
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
oh, sorry. Oh, no bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me? Yeah, Gran has some jam that I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam. Yeah, the ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Oh, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering the jam to
He
me.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of
He
course.
leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. My guy, why are you being such a creep? Oh, no touch. Don't touch the giant watermelon. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick circuit, just in case, you never know. Should I go to the museum again? I don't want to get that video again. Alright, I'm skipping this. No, skip it. Fine, thanks to the power of editing, you didn't have to watch that again, but yeah, it was unhelpful. And that's the second time I've watched that. I don't need to watch that anymore. Haven't I got one more delivery to make? So I've done my two Oh, Mr. Nuncreed is the person I need. Mr. Tolliver is the creepy dude. Oh, this guy is also... No, this guy's the mega creep. I don't like this guy. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually, Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case...
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. Oh, he's creeping on my gran. And I suspect that he's part of some wider conspiracy. He did give us a bit of a game over a little while ago because we let slip some details that he didn't like to hear. Yeah, he's a problem. Oh. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Okay. What just happened? Well, guess we'll go. And we'll leave the creepy guy with the basket. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. It's my new friend that I was just telling you about. Ah, it's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favourite pizza topping in the whole world's pineapple? Oh, and what's your new friend's little name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Holm, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you can both stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him, and he said he'd love to. It's just, wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Okay, wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My mums are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one with this whole friend grift. Sure, great, I'll see you there. Okay, we've been invited to 2 places at the same time. Okay, we'll go to the creepy gate. Because there was the whole thing about meeting at the tree house. But so far, nothing. Hello? Morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. Festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did it get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit...
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
...is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Not a fan. Okay. Oh, the library. I forgot about the library. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Kato. Afternoon. Can I help you find something? Maybe. Maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about old warehouses, but empty hives don't stay empty for long. What?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. That does make sense. Hello, hello. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? No, not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes. Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is, you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace, I'll catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Poor old Jace, we should invite him along. They seem to be into, like, similar stuff. They should go hang out sometime. But there's nothing else. I've read everything in the library. I even got an achievement for it. But it's good to check in with people. You never know. The drugstore. Never been in there. Never been in this phone box. Okay, so this is the spooky direction. Oh. Oh there, little buddy. What brings you to this neck of the woods? Oh, I'm just wandering around a bit. Wandering. How wonderful. Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyways, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that way.
Mr. Kerr winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few
He
improvements.
gave Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home now. Our harvest awaits. Yeah, that guy's yeah, that guy's a bad guy. Okay, we met up as promised. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest. Sounds like the one. So, just 3 people living in that huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mum says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep our parents waiting anymore. This way. Okay, we're going to hang out with the family. So this is their place. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use the help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
Okay, so it's been established that the parents work for rival companies, or they got different interests. So,
Ilona Moodwill
yeah.
was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Family dinner. So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mum's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We're not fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favourite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said that his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Hey, tit for tat, you brought up my bad shit and focused on it, so it's time to get something back. Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you're right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nelly means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yeah, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Beck slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck? Oh, she flips that 50-50. That's how she decides. And then she does the opposite of what it tells her to do. Wait up. I'll walk you home. Okay, she come with.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble or break. If it's rumbling, it's gonna be rain. If it breaks, is there gonna be more sun? Let's go with the rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we could make it home before this storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say odds are good. Maybe you should stay here. I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca, Nelly will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Can I poke around? Be my guest. Oh, let's poke around. What's
Luca
this?
squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum? Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. I chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? Nah, a little. But weird can be cool. What else have we got? There's nothing up here. Nothing under the bed. Got a radio. And some flowers. Oh wow. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mum and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. Wow, she seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Nah, here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports static. Ah, shucks. Okay, let's try the flowers.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent, I'll take that.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy Trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, were you? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. That storm is still rumbling though. These flowers would last longer if you put them in water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with that storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna
Luca
change.
let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try it. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mum? Why can't we just stay somewhere?
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you in Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Nice work.
Chapter 5. Friendly Feud.
Okay, I think that is probably a good little place to break off. We've done a couple of chapters. So far, things are going okay. So we're going to find out more in the next episode. This is Ushio signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.